You wake up. They're lying. Who are we talking about? Trump, especially not anyone else. Okay, so I'll tell you my experience of how I saw. Again, I don't care. You guys are entitled to your opinions. Everybody. And I can share with you my experience. My experience. And nobody needs to agree with my experience. Nobody needs to, you don't have to. Now, because I was there, you don't need to convince me because I was there. I was on the other side. So because of that, I'm like, yeah, I can read everything you say. I understand how you feel. But I'm not longer like I don't like that side anymore from some of the things. And it's not the side. It's just how I'm kind of have a war with the media more than anything. The media, these big companies, it doesn't matter. Like they could have been in a different party, and the manipulation would have gone to that party in particular. So it's not really about a party or whatever. It's a system that manipulates, controls information, makes you think, gives you what you need to see, and like da 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 da. But I'm sorry how many people are asking you for your views, which are very sad people. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you my experience. So you can go celebrate and do whatever you gotta do, but I'm chill. I feel good. I'm like, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. This is very interesting. What was the first thing I saw? Well, one of the first thing that kind of made me mad, for example, the border thing was one of them that I felt, it made me feel like cheated, like what? The whole telling me that, for example, like the president has also this like racism and he's all this and that and the border and the wall and all of that. So when I found that apparently all the other presidents also were going to do that and say that too, but none of them got bashed for it, I'm like, wait, why the other ones don't, but this one does? And then what else happened? Then I found out that the drug smuggling was very, very like intense around in the border, and the human trafficking, it was like one of the top ones because it's like one of the crime enterprises, what they call. And when they said, and this was one of the ones that really I got like, this is so fucked up. So blaming the president and saying like this administration and they put them kids in cages, which was a lie. I don't like being lied. If you like being lied, that's fine. But when I found out later that the cages and the thing, that was the Obama administration that did that, I was like, why for so long you made me hate a person for doing something so horrible, and then it turns out that it was someone else? Why do you think that in the debate, the president said, who built the cages, Joe? Was that just like just an expression? No, it was a reference. They knew, like I was like, oh, okay, so this was another lie? Great. The whole separating the families, and they separate the families. This Trump administration is horrible. They're doing this to these kids. And it's like, they actually had a rescuing operation all over for rescuing children that were trafficked, which is a huge crime business. And more than 800,000 kids were trafficked within the United States a year. You should be concerned about that. And they separate them from their smugglers, their coyotes, that they made fun of it. They made fun about it so much. It's like, they kept saying that this was the press. They were doing them. They were doing this. And they were blaming the president for it, and it was a lie. So I don't know how much you like to be lied, but I don't like being lied about it. I don't like to be lied about it. The moment you see that for a long time you are being told to hate somebody, and then you find out that it was not what it is, like you're like, wait, what? You really, it helped you, like, what the, wait a minute. So you can't just if you want, everybody, you can all just say and keep thinking and keep supporting. And because there's people out there who just, their goal is to find ways to be right. You can do. Now, I don't. I'm like, no, maybe they will all get fired and the Democratic Party was going to get full with better, people or whatever. But right now, what I saw that they were doing was really dark. And I'm like, I don't like being lied. You can go ahead. You don't need to convince me because I was there. Again, I was that person. So I'm no longer, I will keep researching and seeing all the possibilities because I like doing that. But, saying stuff like that, like, oh, Trump doesn't care about you. That's just the programming. Hate him. That's what you need to do. Hate him. I used to hate him. And, but I just don't want it to, the whole stream to just become a place where I cannot talk about my, my experiences and what I'm seeing and all that. Because I say, remember, if you don't like it, it's fine. You don't have to like it. You can always leave. Now, you're not more right than the other person. Because we're trying to figure, that's what I'm trying to, I like to figure out. I'm a truth seeker. That's how I call it, truth seeker. So, share your opinions. Don't impose your opinions. It's different. Share your opinions. Don't impose your opinions. Let me see. They will never leave. They thrive on bashing people and putting them down. And sulfide, I'll just say, that's the loser strategy, to just put the other one down and call them names, or just, and again, we're just sharing what we know. Share what you know.